Now that we have entered up to annexure 1, let us see how to save the data and close the return preparation utility for the time being. At the bottom of the screen on the left side, we can see the button Save. You have to click on that button to save the data. Now let me do that. Like normally when we want to save any file, here also it is asking the file name and folder where it has to be saved. By default, e-TDS RPU folder will be displayed against the words save in, which you can see here. However, if you see some other file here, then we have to choose the folder e-TDS RPU. How you do that? You have to click the down arrow here, click on C colon, then from there you choose the folder e-TDS RPU. Okay, now in this e-TDS RPU folder, we will create a new folder. So click here, you give the file name as e-TDS return data. Select this folder e-TDS return data. Now within this folder we will save our data. But before saving our data, we have to give a file name. Okay, while giving the file name, you have to choose the file name in such a way that there is no confusion as to what is there in that file. An ideal file name for our data will be form24q 4q 2007-8. Q 2007-8. Okay, this file name clearly shows that it contains data of the return 24Q for the fourth quarter for the financial year 2007-8. This way we can easily recognize the file. On the other hand, if you give a simple file name like TDS return or form 24Q etc., you can't really be sure what is there in that file unless otherwise you open and see the data. Okay, so give an easily recognizable file name like this. Now let me click on save. Now you get the message file saved successfully. Now this RPU can be closed and you can come back to it later. You can close this return preparation utility by clicking the symbol X at the top right corner. Okay, now let me click it. Now it is asking you, do you wish to save data before exiting the application? We have already saved it, so we can give no here. You will come back to this screen and you can close this also, and then we will see from the desktop how to go to RPU to retrieve the data. Like I told you in the slide return preparation utility, from the desktop you have to double click my computer icon. Here you double click C colon, that is the C drive, and here you have to double click the icon e-TDS RPU. Now double click the file name RPU here. You have to choose form number 24Q here, then click to continue. Now you can see that this screen is blank. We have to get our data here. How to do that? You can see the button open at the bottom middle here. You have to click on that. It takes you to this window where you can see our folder e-TDS return data inside the folder e-TDS RPU. Normally by default you will be seeing only the folder e-TDS RPU, in the box against the words login. However, if you see some other folder, then you have to choose e-TDS or PU, and then only you will be able to see the folder e-TDS return data. Now let me select the folder e-TDS return data. Here you can see the file form24q 4q 2078. We have to click on that and click open. You get the message file opened successfully. Our data has also come back. Okay. Now please remember that you can open our saved file form24q 4q 2078 only from the RPU program. You can't double click it and open it like we normally do other files. First you have to open RPU, and then from RPU only you can open the file form24q 4q 2078 choosing the open button here, which you please note. Okay, we had entered up to annexure 1. Now let us go to annexure 2. How do you do that? You do that by clicking the annexure 2 at the top. Let me click annexure 2 at the top. It takes you to annexure 2 screen, and in the next slide we will see how to fill up data in this screen.